Investing into the stock market has never been easier, and the truth is, I believe anyone watching this could do very well financially if you simply just buy this one ETF that I'm about to mention and treat it like a bill that you have to pay every month. Now, before we dive deep into things, if you don't know what ETFs are, they're pretty much a way to easily invest into hundreds to thousands of different investments all within one purchase. And the one ETF that I'm about to show you will give you exposure to nearly the entire US economy, which is proven historically to do very well for investors. But before we get started, my name is Sully. I run the company InvestLane with the mission to help others save and invest wisely to build lasting wealth. And all I ask is that if you do find value in this video, that you consider hitting the like and subscribe button with notifications on for future content like this. And so the ETF to mention here is known as the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF with the ticker symbol of VTI. And to get straight to it, let's first go over what is VTI. Now, to simply summarize this fund, realize that it seeks to track the performance of the CRSP US Total Market Index, where it consists of large, mid, and small cap equity diversified across growth and value styles. And so all that means is that when you go to buy VTI, you are getting exposure to nearly all US publicly traded companies, which is why the fund has 3,512 holdings, and I'll touch more on that shortly. But of the main data points to cover on VTI, realize that this fund has been around for quite some time, where it initially launched in May of 2001, where it is actually the fourth largest ETF in the market based on its size, where the total assets under its management comes out to be $581 billion. And not to mention, but the fund also comes at a super low cost of an annual expense of 0.03%, which is incredibly cheap, especially for what you get out of it. And all that means is that for every $10,000 that you invest in VTI, you would pay $3 per year in fees. And like I said, VTI gives you exposure to over 3,500 companies, all within one purchase, where you can see the top 10 companies. You probably heard of most, if not all of them, that consist of companies like Nvidia, Apple, or Microsoft that all make up around 5 to 7% of the weight toward the fund, where if we then add up the top 10 holdings, they make up almost 34% of the entire fund's weight. And largely because of those top holdings, technology is the largest sector in the fund, coming in at almost 38% of the weight. Besides that, VTI has also paid a 1.12% dividend yield over the past 12 months, where the potential and qualified dividends, if you held the investment long enough, would have been close to 94% as of 2025 reports, and do know that the dividends are paid out on a quarterly basis. But aside from that, the fund has also done very well over time, where you can see over the past year, as of January 31st, 2026, the fund has grown about 15.5%. Over the past 3 years, that is just over 20% on average per year. Over the past 5 years, that is about 13.5%. And then if we look longer at the past 10-year performance, on average, VTI has grown just over 15% per year, and I'll mention more on that later in the video. Now, the last 2 points I also want to mention and have started looking at more when I analyze any ETFs, that would be the amount of overlap that one has and the correlation that the ETF has with the S&P 500, since I typically refer to that as the US stock market benchmark. But all in all, VTI is an 88% overlap by weight with the S&P 500, and if you decide to buy both VOO and VTI, you are pretty much duplicating the majority of the investments, which is why I created an entire video comparing the choice between the two. And then if we look at the correlation between the two, it is a 1.0, which means that they have a direct relationship with each other. So if one goes up, the other goes up as well, which makes sense because of the significant overlap. But now that you know what VTI is, let's now explain the key benefits on why to invest into it. So of the many reasons on why to invest into VTI, the first is that it provides great diversification. You see, rather than trying to pick a few individual stocks, VTI allows you to gain a small portion to thousands of stocks all at one instant. This significantly improves the odds to achieving the goal when it comes to investing in the stock market, that is to maximize the potential returns that you can earn while minimizing the amount of risk that you take to losing money. This then leads me into the next reason, that is the simplicity of buying VTI, because you can easily get everything you need all in one purchase, and you can even set up automatic transfers however you'd like, so that you can easily make sure that you are consistently putting into your portfolio as if it's like a bill that you have to pay every month. And not to mention, but VTI is primarily weighted as the S&P 500, which that has historically done very well over time. In fact, since 1957, the S&P 500 has delivered an average annual return of 10.56%. And if you can find a way to save $500 every month throughout your entire career, averaging a likely 10% return on average over time, and say you even do this in a Roth IRA, by retirement, you would have $1.7 million, which would be completely tax-free within a Roth account, but realize that doesn't factor in inflation. And crazy enough, the next reason on why to invest into VTI that I already mentioned is that it has a super low cost of 0.03%. That cost is already factored into the average annual returns that I already mentioned, but if we go back to the portfolio example and just drop that to 9.97% per year, just to get an idea of this cost, the portfolio really does not take much of an impact. But say you bought actively managed funds or had a financial advisor that cost 1% per year. By doing this now and averaging 9% per year instead of true growth, you automatically lose out on over $300,000 in future gains. Then the last reason to consider VTI is that it is a tax-efficient investment because the dividend yield is not super high, and the potential in qualified dividends, if you hold it long enough, is very strong as well. This is especially important to know if you are investing in a normal taxable brokerage account because dividends are taxed regardless if you reinvest them or not. And even better is that if you can reap qualified dividends, instead of having to pay ordinary income tax on regular dividends, that would be between 10 to 37%, qualified dividends are taxed at the long-term capital gains tax rates that are much more favorable, being 0, 15, or 20%, depending on your situation. So now that you know how VTI could be such a great overall ETF, before I discuss the things to be aware of, I want to thank the sponsor of this video, that is CIT Bank. Now, CIT Bank offers a top-rated platinum savings account that can allow your money to earn much more interest than traditional savings accounts, which is especially important for short-term savings goals like an emergency fund. Now, if you plan to have over $5,000 sitting, with this account, you can earn 9 times the national average savings rate from a current 3.75% APY that you could reap as of the date I'm recording this video. Not to mention, but the account also offers daily compounding to maximize your earnings potential. There are no opening or maintenance fees. Your deposits are FDIC insured, where you can even deposit checks remotely and make transfers with their mobile app. Which, if you didn't know, CIT Bank is a division of First Citizens Bank, which has a reputation for financial strength that spans 125 years. And best of all, it only takes 5 minutes to get started, where all you need to do is provide your personal information, fund the account with a minimum of $100 to get started, where you can then transfer funds with an electronic transfer, mail-in check, or wire. But remember to keep a balance over $5,000 or else your savings will not earn the high interest rates that they offer. And don't forget that I'm going to have a direct link in the description below for you if you want to learn more and get started. Alright, so now that you know how to improve your savings on your cash that's sitting, let's now go over the key things to be aware of when investing into VTI. Now, the first thing I have to mention is that VTI is composed of 100% stocks, which means there's no downside protection and that the investment can drop at any instant. I said earlier how long-term this investment has done very well, but if we look at the S&P 500, where in 2008, it declined 37%, which there are other times in history that the S&P 500 declined as well. So as you invest into VTI, just because long-term it has done well, it doesn't mean that it will do well in the short term. Besides that, also know that VTI is a market cap weighted index, which means the biggest companies in the US get the most amount of weight toward the fund. Now, VTI or even VOO are by far the only one ETF that you would need to buy and hold long term, but adding or using growth-oriented investments offer the ability for even better tax efficiency, which would allow you to keep even more money in your pocket and ideally more growth as well. And the last thing to mention here, leading off from the tax efficiency, is that if you invest into VTI or any broad index funds for the long term, remember to stick with what you buy, because if you have earnings on the investment, switching will cause capital gains to be triggered in normal taxable accounts. So the tax difference could be much more favorable if you hold it for at least 1 year before even considering. Alright, so knowing that about investing into the broad market with VTI, the last section is crucial to be aware of, and that is the difference between doing a 1, 2, or 3 fund portfolio. Now I'm about to show you 3 of the most simple and most used portfolios by many to at least learn from as a good starting point, where the 1 fund portfolio is simply the US stock market from using an ETF like VTI. The 2 fund portfolio is actually recommended by Warren Buffett, that is 90% in the S&P 500, where he specifically recommends Vanguards, so that could be VOO, and then he says 10% to put into short-term government bonds. That could be through the ETF VGSH. Or you could even look at a 3 fund portfolio that is known to many as the Bogleheads 3 fund portfolio that consists of a total US stock market ETF like VTI, a total international fund that could be VXUS, and then a total bond market fund that could be BND. But from there, I really want to emphasize the fact that this data is going all the way back to 1987. We can see that an initial $10,000 into each would now be $580,000 with the 1 fund portfolio, $510,000 with the 2 fund portfolio, and $365,000 with the 3 fund portfolio, where the average annual returns do not seem that far off from each other. But as you can see, just a 1% difference as you invest over a long period of time, it can have a huge impact on your financial future. And remember, this is not financial advice, and you must do your own research and make your own financial decisions. But as you can see, other metrics like the standard deviation, best year, or even the worst year, they're all very close in performance. And the biggest question comes down to what type of exposure you would like to have with your savings. You see, with the Warren Buffett portfolio, having 10% into bonds or whatever amount you choose and be happy with, that could bring a potential safety net in the case that you need funds or would prefer a slight safer approach. Where the 3 fund portfolio offers the ability for international stock, but don't forget that many US companies like Nike and McDonald's, they generate a large amount of their revenue outside of the United States. In the end, if you are looking for a simple portfolio, these 3 are great starting points to learn more about, but if you had to narrow it down to just 1 ETF to buy, of all the options, I don't see how any total US stock market ETF like VTI could be a bad starting point for anyone. Which of course, just investing into the S&P 500 is right there, and something like VOO, IVV, or SPYM, they're all great options if you don't care for the small and mid-cap exposure. Now, I will say I've created an entire free index fund cheat sheet that includes data to some of the top ETFs in the market, and I'll have that linked in the description below. And don't forget that this video is sponsored by CIT Bank. To learn more about their Platinum Savings account and see if it's a good fit for you, visit citbank.com/Danny Sully using the link in the description below and enter the promo code CITBOOST to get started. Rates are as of January 2026 and terms apply, so be sure to check out the links for full details. And thanks again to CIT Bank for partnering on this video. Thank you all for watching, and as always, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notifications button for future content like this.